The latest leaks and industry discussions around the upcoming iPhone 18 Pro Max from Apple suggest that this device is not just another yearly refresh, but a carefully designed upgrade that focuses on refining every major aspect of the smartphone experience in a way that feels more powerful, more intelligent, and more practical in everyday use, because instead of relying on one standout feature, Apple appears to be improving multiple areas at once, starting with the camera system, which is expected to take a significant leap forward with the introduction of a variable aperture mechanism, a feature that has long existed in professional cameras but has never been implemented in an iPhone before. And this change alone could completely transform mobile photography because it allows the lens to physically adjust how much light enters depending on the environment, which means brighter, clearer shots in low light and more controlled, sharp images in bright conditions while maintaining natural depth and detail. And alongside this, Apple is rumored to standardize 48-megapixel sensors across all three rear cameras, including the main sensor, the ultra-wide lens, and the periscope telephoto, which means users will no longer feel a drop in quality when switching between lenses. Instead, every shot, whether it is zoomed out, zoomed in, or taken from a distance, will carry the same level of detail and consistency, making the entire camera system feel more like a professional setup rather than separate individual lenses. And on top of that, the front-facing camera is also expected to receive a major upgrade, potentially reaching around 24 megapixels with improved optics, which could make a noticeable difference in selfies, video calls, and content creation, especially for users who rely on their phones for social media or video communication. And to support all these hardware improvements, Apple may introduce a redesigned camera interface, often referred to as Camera Control 2.0, which could simplify access to manual controls, giving users the ability to adjust settings like exposure focus and shutter preferences more easily without overwhelming beginners, creating a balance between simplicity and professional-level control. Moving beyond the camera, the performance side of the iPhone 18 Pro Max is expected to be driven by the new A20 Pro chip, which is rumored to be built on an advanced 2-nanometer architecture. And this shift is important because smaller chip sizes generally lead to faster processing speeds, better graphics performance, and significantly improved power efficiency, meaning the phone could handle heavy tasks like gaming, video editing, and multitasking more smoothly while also consuming less battery. And another major direction Apple seems to be taking is the expansion of on-device artificial intelligence, where instead of sending data to external servers, many smart features such as live translation, voice processing, and photo enhancement will run directly on the device itself, which not only speeds up performance but also strengthens user privacy, since personal data stays on the phone rather than being uploaded to the cloud. And when it comes to the display, the iPhone 18 Pro Max is rumored to feature a large 6.9-inch screen that could reach brightness levels of up to 3,000 nits, making it one of the brightest displays ever seen on a smartphone. And this would make a real difference in outdoor usage where screens often struggle under direct sunlight, while also improving HDR content viewing with richer highlights and deeper contrast. And in terms of design, Apple may continue refining its clean and premium look, but with subtle changes such as partially under display Face ID technology, which could reduce the size of the dynamic island and give users more usable screen space, creating a more immersive viewing experience without completely removing the familiar interface element, while at the same time, new color. Options like dark cherry ice blue, dark gray, and silver are expected to be introduced, giving the device a fresh and sophisticated appearance that feels both modern and distinctive. And when we talk about battery life, which is one of the most important aspects for everyday users, the iPhone 18 Pro Max is expected to include a larger battery capacity, somewhere between 5,100 and 5,200 mAh, which combined with the efficiency of the new chip, could result in longer usage times, allowing users to go through a full day or even more without worrying about charging frequently. And on the connectivity side, Apple is rumored to be working on its own custom C2 modem, which could improve 5G performance by making connections more stable while also reducing power consumption. And alongside this, the device is likely to support Wi-Fi 7, offering faster speeds, lower latency, and better overall wireless performance, especially in crowded network environments. And one of the most interesting additions could be the expansion of satellite connectivity features, which may go beyond emergency messaging and allow limited access to internet services and certain apps, even in areas where there is no traditional cellular coverage, which could be extremely useful for travelers, remote workers, or anyone in regions with weak network infrastructure. And when you combine all of these upgrades together, the iPhone 18 Pro Max starts to feel like a device that is not just focused on looking new, but on working better in real-life situations where every improvement, whether it is in camera performance processing, power display, quality battery life, or connectivity, plays a role in making the overall experience smoother, faster, and more reliable. And this is exactly where Apple seems to be heading, by quietly transforming the smartphone into something that adapts more naturally to how people actually use it every single day, without forcing them to change their habits, but instead enhancing what they already do in a way that feels almost effortless, yet noticeably more powerful.